Everyone, Chris Versace here, Tuesday, August 12th. We've got the July CPI reading, and while the headline number came in at 2.7%, flat month over month on a year over year basis, and a little better than the market was looking for, the core CPI number came in a warmer than expected 3.1%. Market was looking for 3%. For some reason, the market is kind of focusing in on that headline CPI figure. I think the Fed is more likely to focus on the core CPI figure. And when we trace it back, whether it's the acceleration we're seeing compared to the last few months on a year-over-year basis for the core number, or the acceleration on a month-over-month basis, that 0.3% was the highest figure since January. I think the Fed is inclined to focus in on those data points, but we'll want to hear what they have to say later today as another round of Fed speakers kind of share their latest thoughts on the economy and, talk potentially about monetary policy. We'll want to listen to see if they're incrementally more hawkish or potentially dovish coming off of today's July CPI figure. In terms of a couple of the things we're watching today, we do have quarterly results from CoreWeave after the close, as well as Lumentum Holdings. Both will be things we're paying close attention to given our AI and digital infrastructure models. CoreWeave, as you know, is a third-party data center company, let's call it that, with very close ties to Microsoft and growing ties to Alphabet. Both of those companies have talked about increasing their capital spending levels in the second half of the year because they continue to need incremental AI and data center capacity. We heard the same thing from Meta. We heard the same thing from Amazon. Odds are that CoreWeave should put up a positive report and positive guidance relative to market expectations. If it doesn't, it's going to raise some questions. But that's one of the things we'll be looking for, as I said, as it relates to our AI and digital infrastructure models. The other one, Lumentum Holdings. This is a company that does high-speed data transmission components largely for data centers. So again, here we want to track it very closely. What is driving that demand? What is their outlook for their components in the back half of the year? I will say that a few weeks ago, Lumentum actually boosted its guidance. Originally, they expected 440 to 470 million in revenue for the June quarter. Now they expect, after their bump, 465 to 475. If they come in with a better than expected number on top of that and guidance that tops second half expectations, it's going to confirm that the AI data center trade continues. And remember, there's a lot of data points coming into these two reports that are very bullish. Everything from July revenue reports from Taiwan Semiconductor and Foxconn, and yesterday Micron, boosted its outlook as well. Let's see what happens. Look below to see how our models are performing, as well as descriptions that might tickle your fancy.